Hello and welcome to Akashic Astrology. I'm Chrisanne and my friend Sarah is joining me today. Sarah is going to be doing the astrology piece while I talk about the Akashic records. We're going to be doing this for a reading for the month of December of 2025. Take it away, Sarah.
All right. Hi, beautiful souls. We're moving through the month of December. This isn't a month to rush through, but it is a sacred threshold. This is a season of recalibration. It's a time to return to your truth, not as a matter of performance, but as a pulse. This month isn't asking you to prove anything. It's asking you to feel everything, to soften, to steady, and to let your soul guide what your mind can't quite map yet. Remember, you're not behind. You're not off track. You're right on divine rhythm. And this month brings the clarity to show you why. So, for the month of December, the transits. On December 2nd, Venus will sextile Pluto. The love is going to deepen and it's going to move beyond performance. This isn't about surface sparkle, it's about soul level resonance. You're not here to belong everywhere. You're here to be seen for where it counts. On December 4th, we have a full moon in Gemini. Your voice wants out. Not polished, not perfect, just honest. Let the heart speak before the mind edits, and say what you've been holding, and let the truth set the tone. On December 5th, Mars and Sagittarius will trine Chiron in Aries. You don't need to prove your worth through pressure. Move with meaning, and let your past become part of your strength, not your story. On December 6th, Mercury and Scorpio will trine Jupiter in Cancer. Your thoughts have roots and wings today, so let your voice carry wisdom, not noise. This is a beautiful day to map the next chapter. Make sure you lead with the soul first. On December 7th, Mercury and Scorpio will trine Saturn and Pisces. Spiritual clarity meets grounded structure, so put a container around your dreams. Don't just feel the vision, tend to it. On December 8th, Mars and Sagittarius will square Saturn and Pisces. Resistance doesn't mean that you're wrong, it means that you're growing. So if things feel a little sticky, choose stillness over self judgment. This is refinement, not rejection. On December 10th, Neptune will station direct in the sign of Pisces. The dream fog is going to start lifting. So let what once felt start to take shape. This is a moment for creative clarity and quiet revelation. On December 10th, Mercury in Scorpio is going to oppose Uranus and Taurus. Sudden insight wants to move through you. So speak, but speak with your soul. Let your revelations liberate, not rupture. On December 11th, Mercury in Scorpio will trine Neptune in Pisces and then will enter the sign of Sagittarius. So first the whisper, and then the vision. So let your words be devotional, dreamy, but direct. Your voice is a vessel now, so make sure you use it well. On December 13th, Mercury in Sagittarius is going to sextile Pluto in Aquarius. Truth is sharp today, but it's healing. So cut through the fluff. What needs to be said wants to be said, so let it. On December 14th, Mars in Sagittarius will square Neptune in Pisces. This is a matter of a low energy day. It's not a matter of failure, it's a matter of feedback. The cosmos are inviting you to slow, to soften, and to reset. So let rest become a reclamation for you. On December 14th, the Sun in Sagittarius will trine Chiron in Aries. Power isn't perfection, it's presence. So let the tender parts of you take up space. They hold the light. On December 15th, Mars is going to enter the sign of Capricorn. So it's time to build something that's going to last. Channel your energy into structures that support your becoming. But don't forget, even the strongest foundations need rest. On December 16th, the Sun in Sagittarius will square Saturn in Pisces. So here comes a matter of growth. Old patterns might knock, but they don't own you. So hold your boundaries and stand in your own truth. On December 18th, Venus in Sagittarius is going to trine Chiron in Aries. Love yourself deeper than your defenses. This is heart medicine. So let it reach the parts of you that never learned how to be held. On December 19th, we have a new moon in Sagittarius. This is not just any reset, it's a soul anchored launch. So plant a vision that's true, not flashy, not forced, just real. On September 20th, the Sun in Sagittarius will square Neptune in Pisces. Clarity doesn't always arrive on command. If it's foggy, honor the pause. You're not off track, you're unfolding. On December 21st, Venus and Sagittarius will square in Saturn and Pisces. Love meets reality. So where are you romanticizing what's not rooted? Let this be a moment of honest devotion, not delusion. On December 21st, Jupiter in Cancer will square Chiron in Aries. Our old wounds are going to return. They're not here to break you, but to bless you. This is a moment of sacred discomfort, so let the ache point to what's ready to evolve. On December 21st, we have the solstice, and Sun will enter the sign of Capricorn. So here's the anchor. Welcome to the still point where the light will return. What are you building that your future self can stand on? On December 24th, Venus and Sagittarius will square Neptune and Pisces. Our illusions are going to dissolve. Love is going to clear. So trust the tingle in your gut. It knows what's real. Also, that same day, Venus is going to enter the sign of Capricorn. Love is going to mature, so let it be steady, grounded, and dependable. Build intimacy, not intensity. On December 27th, Mercury in Sagittarius is going to trine Chiron in Aries. Your words carry healing codes. Speak what hurts, not relive it, but to release it. On December 30th, Mercury in Sagittarius will square Saturn and Pisces. Mental discipline meets emotional depth. This is focus. This is commitment. So don't spiral. Ground, decide, and breathe. So December isn't a race to the finish line. It's a sacred moment. It's a sacred exhale, a mirror, a remembering. This month doesn't ask you to hustle into a new version of yourself. It asks you to honor who you already are, to move from resonance, not reaction, to slow down enough to feel what's real and let it lead you. You're not late. You're not lost. You're in your own becoming. So let this month hold you. Let it recalibrate your rhythm and let it bring you back to the truth, not as an idea, but as a way of being. And now I'll pass it on to Chrisanne, and as she opens the Akashic Records and shares a transmission for the month ahead. Chrisanne?
Thank you, Sarah. So I'm Chrisanne. I do readings in the Akashic Records, which is your soul's history and your soul's past lives. And I see how did things in the past influence what's going on now. And that is true with whether I'm doing an actual Akashic Record reading or I'm doing cards like we're going to do. So we're going to look at this month. Things from the past have influenced what is going on now and where we are going to. And the cards that I'm pulling are the card of Dreamtime. When the card of Dreamtime comes up, this is saying, recognizing who you have been in past incarnations. What is your soul telling you? Your soul wants you to have some information that you're going to be utilizing for this month. Your soul has been on a journey, and that journey has led you to now, and it continues to take you on the road into the future. Because where we are at right now, we are recognizing what our soul's purpose is. We have had these cards before in these readings, and that is telling me that when these same cards are coming up again and again, it is because we need to pay attention and we need to listen to those lessons. When the card of soul purpose comes up, it is just that. We are piggybacking on what it is that we have learned from the past and utilizing right now that information, because right now we are holding on to what is our actual purpose. What is it that we need to do? Because we have the activation card. The activation card is saying take all that information, that culmination of information, combine it, put it together, shake it up, and this is what you have right now. This is what you need to be working on right now. What is it that your soul is being drawn to? When you are having your dreams, what are your dreams focusing on? How are you waking up feeling? What is the sort of theme within your day, your dreams, the weeks in the past? Because it leads to where we're going to in the weeks in the very near future. When we have that activation card, it is saying time is happening now. The Mystic Art Medicine cards are the ones we just used. Now we're switching to the prediction deck. And the first card I pulled from the prediction deck is excuse me, we're having a change in perspective. We thought we knew where we were going, but the Soul's Purpose card has come up and said, listen, your perspective has been a little bit skewed. You don't need to go down that path. You need to go down this path. So when that change in perspective comes up, We're also, it's funny, we're having this social connection. Definitely not necessarily what your soul's purpose is or has been in the past, because it is something that correlates to what is going on now in this incarnation. And in this incarnation, the social connection is actually a good thing. That's what keeps us all connected. That's what keeps us all united as a united front. And that is telling me we need to be a united front for this month ahead. The card I also pulled here is a vitality boost. There's been so many that have been down in the dumps, that have been depressed, that have had those feelings of dejection. But with those connectivities that we have with each other, with our soul's connections across the globe, we can have this amazing unity and connection. And that vitality boost is just what we need to close out this year. This is the month of closing out a super powerful year. This has been an absolutely incredible year. And I'm not saying that's for the best. I'm saying it's been an incredible year that will go down in the books, and we need to have that social connectivity globally so we understand we're not alone. And when we have that need for that vitality boost, having that connection globally to help us know we are not alone is a wonderful thing. Because right now, where we're at is our soul's purpose on what it is that we need to do within this global world that we live in. And the last card I pulled is a creative inspiration. We need to have this creative inspiration. We need to have this vitality boost to know where we're going to. This is the crossroads. December is a crossroads. It is the end of one year, positive or negative, and it has been a year. But it is the crossroads into January. What are we going to do with all the information that we've learned thus far on a soul level, and where are we going to take that into the future? January is a new beginning. Doesn't matter what calendar you go by, it still globally feels like a new beginning. And within this new beginning, we need to take that information that we know we've learned thus far within our soul's lives, this life, this year, and we need to do something about it. This is all about getting motivated to what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do for your soul's purpose? It doesn't necessarily have to be the global community's best purpose, but what's in your best purpose? And your best purpose, this is the time right now that you have this whole month. And Sarah gave you a great breakdown as to what aspects are great onto what days and what time frames, so you know you can work on this and this time, this and this time, and this and this time. Knowledge is power. Take that information and utilize that so you can have this phenomenal new beginning. Because I think a lot of us need a reset. And that's what this is going to be. It's going to be a fantastic reset as we go into January. This year has been a challenge for most, but don't let that get you down and think you can't rise yourself up, because there's so many that are supporting you, me, all of us globally and here in the grassroots. So know that this is your time to plan. This is your time to take all the information and knowledge that you have had thus far within your life span, and what are you going to do about it? That's the big question. And you're capable of putting that into good use, good works, and forging ahead with what it is that you need to do. I'm going to pull one more card from the predictions deck. I'm glad I pulled one more card because it says calm, peace, clear mind. That's what we need going into January. All of this information, we can still have calm and we can still have a peace of mind going into January. So it's going to be powerful. Use this time wisely. Use this time well. It's a great time for journaling. It's a great time for writing down your wants, needs, and desires, things that have worked for you, things that haven't worked for you. This is the time for that. It can be a very stressful month for many, but don't let it get you down. It's okay. It's a stepping stone into the next aspect of where we're going. Thank you so much for tuning in. Check out our bios. Everything is linked in YouTube. So if you're interested in getting a private reading with either one of us, all the information is there. Thank you so much for tuning in. This has been Akashic Astrology with Chrisanne and Sarah. Take care and be free.